Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and we are here at the Michigan International Speedway to qualify for the third race in season number 3 of the NOFSRL ARCA Racing Series, presented by Krispy Kreme Zamango 200 tomorrow afternoon. 20 laps around this 2-mile speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan. And we're definitely changing the game up for these guys. We were on the short track at South Boston last weekend, and we're back to a super speedway here in the ARCA series, and I finally found a way to pronounce that name, Zamango. At least I think that's right. It sounds right, so we're just going to leave it at that. But either way, only 2 races into the season. 2 winners so far, Julius Anderson and Jonathan Logan. And Anderson holds on to the point lead coming into this event with 66 points towards the championship. Lauren Martinez is only 5 points behind him. Derek Hamill is 6 points behind. Ryan Kinghart 11 points behind. And Jonathan Wong only 14 points behind. The trucks are at Rockingham this weekend for the Cheerwine 200. Qualifying for that will be right after we're done here in Michigan to set the starting lineup for the Zamango 200. Race 3 of the season. First 2 guys out there on the racetrack, Trey Wright and Marty Johnson. And this is kind of a home track for Marty Johnson. He's come here multiple times, and winning here in Michigan would be pretty cool for him, I could definitely infer. And they're going to hit some guys who are starting their times here, and this is going to be interesting for these guys. See how fast they are at the line. Trey Wright will go to the top of the board, 39.589, but Erica Douglas was right behind all of that, and she didn't have to drive around a lot of people, so she's right now got the fastest time. Only 3 to clock in a time so far. There's Adam Pinchon in the 33. Justin Zidell is there, number 10 machine of Julio Caesar. Looks like Tyler Markell might have an issue because I don't see him going full speed. It might be on turn 1. Yeah. He's through turns 1 and 2 right now, so he's actually just getting up to speed in the number 78. Erica Douglas holding on. Dylan Young is second fastest. Now Tuji Yaramachuk in the 2, in the 54, I should say. But he is second right now in qualifying. Ryan Kinghart in the 66 is currently third. And Trey Wright and Marty Johnson, the top 5. We'll see what these guys clock in. Looks like Julio Caesar will go to the 6th position, and Justin Zidell will go to 9th. It's also another one of those sort of hometowners for Justin Zidell. So we'll have to see how he does. I will say, it has been, well, it's been a week. It actually has been exactly 1 week since I have recorded a race. And during a course of a season, that is a very long time for me to go without recording anything. I've been dealing with a cold. That hasn't been any fun. And it's just been a very, very wacky past couple of weeks. But you know what? I think everything's going to clear up here, and we're going to have some fun this season. But I got to be honest with you, being an entire week removed from this is definitely very weird, but this is my thing right here. I got to get back into doing it if I'm going to just stay insane, stay sane. Not stay insane. I am insane already, but don't want it to get any worse. Number 66 to the top of the board. That is Ryan Kinghart. And he's got Trey Wright, Erica Douglas, the 11 of Thomas Troxel, and the 5 of Colton Yo, the top 5 right now. Marty Johnson, Tuji Yaramachuk, Dylan Young, the 15 of Nathan Stapleton, and the 27 of Brad Stover. Remember last season, it was Stapleton and Stover who were battling for the championship near the end. And we'll have to see if they battle for the win here. Tyler Markell to the top of the board in the number 78. And he got a great draft there. The 28 machine as well. Isaac Redmond just went to second. And they're going to push everybody a few positions behind right there. Gotta find where Redmond is. And he doesn't even have anybody he's drafting with right now. Of course, he probably did that last lap and he just passed all these guys. Going to be a very interesting race tomorrow because this is the CTS physics mod, so they're probably going to be pretty close to each other, a little closer than they normally are, say in the Cup Series or the formerly Turkey Hill Series. So racing's going to be interesting. We've never had the trucks here before in Michigan, but I can infer that it's going to be a wild race tomorrow. 20 laps as well. It's not a short one. for the ARCA Series. One of the longer races of the season, so definitely a huge opportunity for these guys to move their way from the back to the front if they have the opportunity to do so. And of course, there's always those bonus points out there for leading laps here in the ARCA Series. You lead laps, you get another bonus points. But, you know, we haven't done it forever here on NapaFan, and just want to make you guys aware. And speaking of aware, we are aware that Justin Zeidel has gone to the top of the board with the number 23 of Julius Anderson, second fastest, and then the 55 machine. That is Ace Garcia. He just went to third. Number 2 of Nick Kennedy is fourth, and then the 10 of Julio Caesar, followed by Markel. The 28 machine of Isaac Redmond. The 34 of Jonathan Wong. We'll get the rest of them right here, but it all changed just like that at the end. Jonathan King 9th, Ryan Kinghart 10th. So everybody shifted down after that one. And that is how they will line up for tomorrow's Zamongo 200 from the Michigan International Speedway. And it does appear that there are no ties, so everybody's going to line up where they start, where they have their time set, I should say, here in this session. And tomorrow's 20-lap race will begin at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow right here on NapaFan. Congratulations to Justin Zeidel on the pole. Let's head to Rockingham in North Carolina to set the starting lineup for that Cheerwine 200 in the Turkey Hill Truck Series Season number 5. Hello everybody, this is NapaFan here, and we are here to qualify for Race 3 of the season in Season 5 of the NOFSRL Turkey Hill Truck Series. We are here at the Rockingham Speedway for Saturday morning's Cheerwine 200. I'm going to set the starting lineup for this event. And it's definitely a place where you want to start up front. Passing here is very possible, but it is hard to work your way from the back to the front. So, it's going to be important for these guys to get a good starting position here today. Diego Yepes in the number 8 will be the first driver out on the racetrack. We'll have to see what his time clocks in here. Coming to the line, it is going to be a 26.143, so that's the times that we're going to be seeing throughout this session. Here's Audra Baranowskis. She won. Sorry, that's actually Gatlin Downey. Their cars look very similar, I will say that, but Audra Baranowskis is the defending race winner here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. Got the win in Atlanta last weekend in that thrilling race against Chris Tejada. Tejada was not able to get around her. There's the Daytona winner of Sebastian Kukulon, and both of those guys are up in the points. Baranowskis is the points leader, however, by 13 points ahead of Cameron Garlington. She finished, I believe, 3rd at Daytona and 1 at Atlanta, so she's been doing very solid so far, and I want to watch for her in Saturday morning's event. A lot more guys out on the racetrack, and there's Baranowskis in the 04 machine for J. Wong Racing. Diego Yepes, now Johnny Gardner has gone to the top of the board in the number 98. Great run there for the Thor Sports driver. Trying to get his first career NapaFan win, but the 36 is going to deny him right there in the GL Racing machine of Jaden Scott. But Andrew Ross is going to come through and take the top position with the 4 machine of Roger Ray in second. And Andrew Ross got a good run right there. Haven't seen much of him yet this season. Of course, we've only had 2 races, so we haven't had enough to really determine who's good and who's not. I think we can probably determine, though, that Audra Baranowskis is good. But as for a lot of these other guys, still a lot to be determined in the last 15 races of the season. Got quite a few events here to determine a champion. Number 65, Matthew Brown, the second. But the 08's going to come through. Mitchell Collins, top 3, all first-timers. It's their first ever runs on any NapaFan series right there, but that changes once again with Eric Monaco, Beast Racing driver, going to the top of the board. Fast time there for the Dodge Ram. And Monaco is definitely a very good driver in this truck series. He won twice last year at Atlanta and Chicagoland, and he's going to call it a day. And why not? You're the fastest guy right now. Noah Clifton would love to get a good starting position. He's currently last in the points. 15th fastest right now, not too bad for him. There's Kukulon in the 24. Right now the top 10 include Eric Monaco, Jaden Scott, Andrew Ross, Audra Baranowskis in 4th. Well, but that all changed once again and again as John Art's now the fastest in town in the 05 machine. And a great run there for the veteran driver. Matt Dallio is now 2nd fastest in the 75. And Dallio has won a Chick-fil-A Cup Series race here at Rockingham. As a matter of fact, I believe that Rockingham was the last time he won in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He went winless in season number 7. But he does know how to get it done around this mile-long racetrack. So watch out for the Canadian legend of Matt Dallio to maybe give a little run for his money on the John Art there in the 05. It's John Art, Matt Dallio, Johnny Gardner, Eric Monaco, Gatlin Downey, Alexander Rowe. And it looks like Diego Yepez and the 45 machine of Zachary DeLello just popped in there. Yepez just took 2nd away from Matt Dallio, and DeLello took 3rd. So now it's John Art, Diego Yepez, Zachary DeLello, Matt Dallio, Johnny Gardner, Eric Monaco, Tristan Allen with a good run there, Gatlin Downey, Cameron Garlington, and it changed again on me. 79 of Chris Tejada, with Johnny Gardner taking the top position away from John Art now. There is your fastest guy. He's a little fired up after losing that race at Atlanta to Audra Baranowskis, but you know what? He just got beat by Mr. Garrett Senor in the number 16. Garrett Senor has almost gone an entire year since his last Napa fan win. Came in early November last year at the Armory Digital Super Speedway in the Truck Series. Well, he just took the top position away here in qualifying, and we are almost done with qualifying. Senor, Tejada, the 18 machine of Ashlyn Boyd, Johnny Gardner, and John Art, and Garrett Senor is gonna win the pole at Rockingham. Great run for the HRE team. And that team owned by John Andrews. This team getting some reps right there with their veteran driver Garrett Senor, Chris Tejada, Ashlyn Boyd, Johnny Gardner, John Art, Diego Yepez, Zachary DeLello, Alexander Rowe, Matt Dallio, and Eric Monaco, the top 10 starting positions for Saturday morning's Cheerwine 200 from the Rockingham Speedway. And we have one tie between Joe Rutkowski and Mark Davidson. I don't know who's got that one, so we'll go ahead and check and see. But other than that, that is how they will line up for Saturday morning's event. Garrett Senor's got the pole in the number 16. So tomorrow afternoon, it is the Zamongo 200 from the Michigan International Speedway in the ARCA Racing Series, presented by Krispy Kreme. And then Saturday morning from Rockingham, it's the Cheerwine 200 right here from the Rock. Garrett Senor will start on the pole alongside Chris Tejada. We'll see you Saturday morning right here for the 3rd race of the season in the NOFSRL Turkey Hill Truck Series. I will see you guys later.